We're live, I think. Let me pull it up on YouTube. I hope we get a lot of people because I think this is good.
Hello.
Hello, everybody. I'm pulling the chat up now. I hope we get a lot. Is that me?
No, it was me. I'm sorry.
Oh. Ash, Diane, Love Lizzie, Jelly Bean.
Syrup.
And I know I've missed some. Let me go back up. I'm sorry I'm late. B called. Misha, Misfit Jenny. B called. And Whirlwind, Sammy. Everybody keep praying for B. About 90% positive she's got the COVID. She thinks she's over the worst part of it, but she's waiting on some more test results. Crystal, Elsie, Jackie, good morning.
Good morning, Jackie. Good morning, Crystal, Elsie, Newbie, Ash, Sammy, Jelly Bean,
Sammy. Mary O.
Mary O.
So I wasn't even going to do a live this morning. And then this James Charles stuff happened. And of course, Diane never keeps up with the good stuff.
No, I got to be honest with you.
I'm doing better, Telegram.
I'm just not into that whole community. I only heard little bits and pieces of things that happened in the past. Charles, I just don't follow them. Good morning, Morty. Granny of two.
I'm going to wait for a few more people to get in. I hope people load, says Ash. Okay, Whirlwind, I'll get into it in just a minute. I'm going to let a few more people get here. And
the girls are devastated.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, Ash. I'll tell you. Hey, Dark, Kent State has us scrubbing the plant to lock it down for 28 days.
Oh, God. Oh,
wow, Dark.
Wow.
Oh. Emily.
That is scary.
Yeah.
23 positive. Oh, my God. When is this going to end? Emily, too.
When people stop saying, listen, and I know that there's people on here that disagree with me. People got to quit saying the government can't tell me to wear a mask.
Oh,
Put on your mask.
Yep. Wear your mask. Be safe. I don't understand why people aren't.
Put it on. We
don't have any cases where I am right now, but that is not going to make me not wear a mask.
Can somebody make me a cup of coffee and a sunshine? Good morning, sunshine, and stick thing. Diane, get your people on it, please.
What do you need?
A cup of coffee and a sunshine that says good morning.
Well, writing is going to be hard because it's going to be very small. I don't know if you'll be able to see the good morning.
I'm talking about for the, you mean, okay, wait, Morty.
Oh.
No, wait, she means, I can do that. I do. I need a cup of coffee and a sunshine emoji.
Right.
Yes. Okay. I was mixed up. I can do that. When a vaccine is made and used and taken by everyone. Right, Ash. And this is sup, Caleb. The thing is, I don't think it'll come out till what? Tyler, try to come in if you can under your, did you try under your other account?
Emily T. Yes, you can have some prayers for your dad.
Yes.
Later today. Oh my goodness.
Oh.
What? Yeah, I'm afraid of a vaccine too. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't like vaccines.
I'm not.
I've never had a flu shot in my life.
I haven't either.
So, I have to see how this whole thing plays out.
I will definitely do that. Thank you, Adrian. Hey, Persephone, P Day.
Persephone.
Oh, you got a new car yesterday. That's always so fun. B.
Hi, B.
Poor B.
B. How did you get COVID?
I'm not telling them, B. I'm not revealing how you got it. Really, Tyler?
I'm going to have to send you many masks.
many masks and many prayers. Everybody just keep praying for me.
Damn.
Because y'all know I was sicky, but I never told B that I was sick because I knew she was sick. I didn't want to try to steal her thunder because she was sicker. She's like, oh, it was bad. All I can say is don't let your guard down while water rafting. Oh, that's okay.
That's so confusing to me.
What?
Because, you know, when you're not near people.
Well, there was a bus involved to the place to go out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. B won't keep her lips off people. She kisses everybody right on them.
Not me.
I'm just kidding.
She don't go around. Not me. Stay away from me. Keep your distance.
Oh, that is a great find. 33,000 miles. That's nothing. I would too, Tyler. I'd kiss B.
Probably not, Whirlwind. Probably not.
She said we had to ride a bus with 50 other people to the top of the river.
And no one was wearing masks?
I think that they were just so excited. And I would have been one of those people. I would have been so excited. And I would have thought this is probably what everybody on that bus was thinking. They wouldn't be here if they were sick. That would have been the way I was thinking. But you could carry it, I guess, and not show symptoms. So good morning.
Some people apparently can be carriers and not show symptoms.
If y'all don't mind, please hit that. Hit the thumbs up.
Well, that's not going to happen with me, Ninja. I will leave. I'll go somewhere. No one's going to tell me what I have to do.
On the bus ride back, everyone had to wear a mask or what? I was stupid. Learn from me. Don't risk it. This shit is brutal. She called me. She said, she texted me. Today was the first day I've heard her voice. She said, I'm just crying. I feel so bad. I'm crying.
Oh, God.
Yeah. And B is a caretaker. So, and I don't mean just by her job, just by her life. So being sick, she ain't down for that. When she had cancer, she still, she never slowed down really, not much.
They're sending the kids to school. Yeah, the whole school thing is going to be kind of crazy too.
Oh, I bet he's going to kiss Tyler. You have a shit ton of prayers. You have, B, you don't know this, but everybody's been praying for you. I didn't get over dramatic. I just said B's not feeling well. I didn't want to.
Well, I don't know. The funny thing, here's the thing. Because we're on the internet, because we're on YouTube, and we have people from every state and, of course, different countries, we're seeing a lot more people here on the internet, on YouTube, in our little community during COVID, knowing people that have COVID. But in our real life, right, at home, I don't know anyone who's had COVID. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I actually do. But he had a very mild case where he didn't even complain about it.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. But I'm trying to tell people, listen, I know people who have it. I know people who have died, who have been in the hospital. But it's true in my real life. I don't know anyone who's had it.
My best friend presumably had it. She's healthy as a horse. Knocked her to her knee. This took B down. Oh, okay, so we will. All right, so James Charles. I can't play any of the videos because they will strike you.
Yep.
And so I tweeted out the link to Keemstar's video, and y'all know I'm a huge Keemstar fan. I know most people disagree with me about that, but I love Keemstar. So he's a jerk, and he admits it, and he loves it. Hey, Pammy B, look, people. Yeah, we're not asking you to cut off your fingers and toes. Just put on a mask. It's not comfortable, but it's worth it.
Yep.
So then last night, John Crimes was streaming about it, and I did stay for a little bit, and then I thought, don't stay in and get persuaded because I wanted to talk about it today. And I watched a few more videos. Y'all know, hey, Kyle, Keemstar is an entertaining man. Thank you, P. I agree. Kyle Catfish, how are you? Ethan's a liar, period. Kyle, good. Okay, good. So here's what.
Who is Ethan?
Ethan is the 14-year-old.
Oh, okay.
James Charles. So this boy, Ethan, makes a video and he comes out and he says that him and his friend was trolling James Charles on a live chat. And so they said, bet you won't message him. And so he did message James. And he said, James immediately, not immediately, but messaged him back and said, started kind of flirting with him because the little boy is cute. He's a little cutie. Then he added him on Snapchat. And I guess on Snapchat, you can private message. I know nothing about Snapchat.
Yeah, I don't know.
I disagree, Kyle. Here's what. When I first watched it, I thought, he's trying to get, I hate this word, but clout. But then he provided some receipts. So James Charles definitely did message this kid. On his first video, oh, you private message, and once you leave the chat, everything disappears. See? That's why James Charles says, let's go to Snapchat. I would feel, good morning, Eric. I would feel more comfortable on Snapchat. Okay, so.
Interesting.
He said the 14-year-old.
Okay.
This is where I think, hey, Persephone, I think that possibly the kid might be lying in some aspects, but because he said James Charles sent him nudes. Oh, the DEA phone operators here, B. Hurry. Here's to assure you that we won't be answering any calls today. Thank you, DEA. We appreciate that.
Oh, God.
B was ready to run.
Oh, my God. I can't.
Now, Kimbro, if you're out there lurking, just know that me and B had a great belly laugh at your expense today. Thank you for the laughs. You crazy nutbag. Ash ding ding.
That is true. Don't message 14-year-olds.
Don't message him. Whether he sent nudes or not. So the boy first uploaded a video. Hurry up and call. I'm moving next month. But we're not saying where. We're not saying where B's moving to. Y'all will never know. Ever.
I was going to say something, but I'm not. Forget it.
It's going to be Spain.
We decided that we are having a socially distant topless bingo day instead of working.
Okay, so where do I sign up for that? Let me call.
I don't like bingo, but kind of find that interesting.
Well, Persephone, I find it. This is what he provided the nudes and uploaded the video, and he blurred out the nudes to show people that James Charles sent him nudes. Well, YouTube took the video down.
Oh, well, of course.
Yeah. So he re-uploaded the video, took out the nudes. But people are saying the nudes that he showed were ones not, because I remember James Charles tweeting out pictures of his butt.
So they were old nudes that had been around the internet before.
That's what people are saying. I didn't see the nudes. I don't know. So I immediately, because I always defend James Charles because he's so young. Always. I mean, I have so many conspiracy theories about this, though. So many. I'm trying to get my air stay on. Okay. So he re-uploads a video and he's warning people about James Charles. But his last message to James Charles was, okay, James Charles went on a podcast with Logan, what's his face? Logan Paul. And he talked about this guy that he had been talking to on Snapchat that he had tried to fly out. Everybody hit the thumbs up, please.
Good morning, Anna, Mary, and Christy.
Good morning, Anna, Mary, and Christy. So he talks about this boy that he's been talking to on Snapchat that kept kind of standing him up. Okay, this is where I'm believing this kid. Kyle, you listening? This kid messaged him and says, I feel like, thank you, P-Day, I feel like you just talked about me on a live. He said, no, I'm talking to a guy from so-and-so out of the country, and that's who I was talking about. I wasn't talking about you. And the kid says, well, it's funny that this guy had the same exact excuses that I had for not coming to see you, because James Charles tried to fly this kid out to see him. So I don't know, Christy. All right. So then James Charles said, I quit speaking to you the third time you blocked me on Snapchat. Good luck. You're ashamed of being bisexual. I don't know. Something like that. The kid comes back with scandal, question mark, question mark, question mark. So, okay. That's where the kid messed up saying scandal, because this is a scandal. He messed his story up by saying that, because that got out. James Charles gave those screenshots to Dustin Daly.
All right. So here's what I don't understand. These big YouTubers making lots of money, right? And then they go and they try to intentionally mess it up. I don't understand.
Well, but Tyler has I don't either. Here's what Tyler said. Regardless, nobody will ever really know if he told James his real age. There's no screenshots of that. And there's no screenshots. Hey, you live and learn. Not believing something when I first heard this kid could have led him on. We don't know. I'm sure, I have no doubt that this kid in some ways led him on, or he wouldn't have wanted to fly him out. But James Charles says, good luck. You told me you were 18. The kid says, no, I told you I was 14 from the get-go. Well, this kid isn't just a willy-nilly kid. This kid has a big following on TikTok. Yes, babe.
Wow.
So, because this kid is a TikToker and has 300 and something thousand subscribers on TikTok, James Charles could have went anytime and looked on there and seen that on TikTok, they have his age as 15. You search his name, his birthday comes up. So can a kid lead him on? No. This is where you have to say, James Charles, you're 21 years old. You're responsible for your actions. Anna Mary, it is on his TikTok, because I went and looked him up. Now, TikTok, he said, changed his age to 15. And so what? 14, 15, that's still too young. 18 is too young. Stop it, James Charles.
Yeah, I disagree with getting involved. Well, he shouldn't be getting involved with anybody anyway. It's too risky being a big YouTuber. Things like this will happen, and he shouldn't be messing with anybody on YouTube or on the internet. Period.
This is where people get, okay, do you remember in high school, a lot of us, myself included, had a crush on a teacher? And you would flirt with that teacher, usually a coach.
Yeah, we had one of those in our school.
Yeah, see? We had one of those.
Young, good-looking guy. Mr. Eric was his name.
Coach Farmer was ours, and he was very handsome. And so what if that man had flirted back with us or took us up on it, then he would be a predator. We're just going to use that word.
Allegedly, in my school, that actually happened.
Exactly, B. Well, allegedly at my school it happened too, but you know, those rumors always get started.
Right.
See, Tyler, Coach Andrew, see?
And we also had a female teacher. There was a female teacher that was doing the same thing.
Same.
Only with the guys.
Same. That's on the teacher. Correct, Sammy. It's not on the kids that find this teacher hot because that's normal.
Right.
That would be on the teacher. So why is it on this 14-year-old little boy and not on James Charles? This kid is getting attacked. Ooh, golly, Christy.
Moved into your house.
And she was 15. See? But that's not on you, Christy. That would be, and I would love to hear that story, by the way. That would be on the coach.
Right.
Ours was a science teacher. Well, I'm not saying that we always have a teacher that messes with a student. I'm saying that you always have a hot teacher that the kids flirt with, that the teacher has to no.
And they're young. You know, that's the thing. You know, when I think back now, like you're 17, you know, as a senior, and you have like a teacher that's what, 22 years old? It's not, you know what I mean? It's not that big of a difference, but yet it's still illegal.
So are we gonna give, listen, when is enough for James Charles? This isn't, okay, but here's my conspiracy theory, because I have one. And I want to hear if anybody agrees with this. And this is not defending James Charles, because listen, even though I think this kid I don't know. All of a sudden, we've got Jeffree Star, Shane Dawson, and this Tati drama, right? And Jeffree Star comes out and he says, I would like to apologize to James Charles. He doesn't even say for what, okay? He just has the world's biggest amethyst sitting in front of him on a weird-looking couch. And he's sorry for everything he's done. He's sorry. And then Tati is sorry. She's sorry. And Shane, I don't think he said boo about anything. Do y'all think that they paid this kid?
Oh, God.
There's Kyle.
Oh, my God.
On a weird-looking couch. Tyler, I don't care how. You know that couch is ugly, but to each their own, whatever. My aunt had that couch when I was about, I don't know, in elementary. James is someone they just, yeah. I think this kid's I think he's on the Jeffree Star payroll.
Oh, my God. That's terrible.
The timing is off. Right. And usually I have to say, Jeffree Star, where there's smoke in the same place enough to, right. That's my conspiracy theory. Will we ever find out? I don't know. This kid may break down because y'all have picked a 14-year-old child.
Well, that would be crazy. That would be crazy.
I can see that if you could prove that story, Randy. I'm on it, P-Day. I'm really not on it because I'm not going to message this child because I don't think anybody should be reaching out to the kid. I think they should be reaching out to his parents. Where are his parents? He's 14.
Ethan has a bodyguard?
The kid does?
Well, Kyle saying, did you Ethan's video with his bodyguard? Did you see, I guess? What? He has a bodyguard?
Well, I think, yeah, I did see that. Well, it's not really a bodyguard. It was his best friend, brother, or something.
I agree, PJ.
It's good to see you, good Judy.
I agree.
Day, don't encourage her. I can't. Even if they paid the kid, James, Poetic, I 100% agree. 100%. Why would James Charles offer to fly him out? Do your research, James. All you have to do is Google his name. You know good and well that one of the kids' first intros would be, because a 14-year-old's like, I got 300-something thousand followers on TikTok. Because TikTok is huge right now. If you don't believe me, ask B.
Oh, I know it is. I know that
Yeah.
TikTok is. Because a lot of the big YouTubers that I watch, they all mess around with TikTok.
Since the debacle I have had issues with them ever since the debacle in the 80s. I understand. Could the kid have changed his age on the profile? Well, I guess, but I think 1,500 followers on TikTok is huge. B says, love me some TikTok. I try not to turn it on because I'll watch it and I'll watch it and I'll watch it. Timber sends me the funniest ones.
Well, some of them are really funny.
But I don't know. I think, hey, Red Roadrunner, this is what I think. I think that this could be what cancels James Charles. This could be it.
That's true. Kyle changes age on Twitter to 86.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not sure. But here's what I do know. I don't care if the kid said I'm 18. He absolutely could have checked into him. I would, especially if I had underage scandals before. We're putting too much responsibility on today's children. They're kids.
Yeah.
A 14-year-old brain does not work like a 21-year-old brain, and a 21-year-old brain doesn't work like a 25-year-old brain.
But I've also got to throw this in. If you have teenagers on social media, parents, you should be watching what they're doing. Especially if if you're a kid and you know your kid has 300,000 or whatever followers on a social media platform. Don't you think the parents need to be stepping in?
You would think.
What they're doing, yeah.
Because at one time, Timber had a big following on Vine, and she took the whole thing down. She would get such mean comments. Not a big, but I mean big for her, for us. All I know about James Charles involves a video from a Ferris wheel. Okay, I don't know about that one, Ash. Children equals money. My kids are into video games, and they don't do social media. Luckily, my kids are grown, and they didn't grow up. Timber's the only one that really grew up in the social media era. Well, Facebook came out when Stephanie was in high school, but my son never got into it, and a dude popped into my session late last night at TikTok and told me to go to sleep. There's a session. I don't even know what James doesn't act his age, and he has come out and said several times. I mean, he is. Oh, I know, Helen. He has come out and said that he likes straight men. He likes a challenge.
Oh, brother.
But he's also a child. At 20, if you're a boy at 21, you have the mind of, I'm going to go with 15.
Well, because your brain isn't developed fully at 21.
And it takes men a lot longer.
Mm-hmm.
No offense to the men in here.
Right. No offense.
No offense.
It's true. It's true. It's a fact.
Yeah.
Google it.
Google it. Yeah. If Google says it, it must be true, but it does.
Well, Kyle, not every 21-year-old is the same. I'm not trying to say that, you would make a stupid mistake. I'm just saying that, in general terms that, your brain doesn't fully develop and you sometimes do things that, you don't think through. That's all.
Yes, Remy. He was talking to, can't say dating, but he was talking to and trying to fly out a 14-year-old kid. Good morning, Desiree.
Good morning, Desiree.
I've done stupid shit, but I would know not to talk to an underage girl. I would hope so, Kyle. Don't do it. Don't do it. And okay, so but this is my thing. If this kid, say James Charles didn't Google him. Let's just go with that. James Charles said he didn't Google him. We go with that, then why is there not a screenshot of him saying, I'm 14 years old? The kid is saying, I told him straight away.
I'll be right back.
Okay. James said, how old are you? And he said, I'm 14. Why is that not a screenshot? It seems like if you save the news and you save the other conversation, why didn't you save that? Crystal, I don't disagree at all. The timing is way too... Shane's been really quiet. Jeffrey made a blanket, dull apology. Because this is the thing. No matter what Jeffrey and Shane, and no matter what anybody says, and we don't have a huge turnout today, but we have enough. We have 113 people. These 113 people in here know that Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson are not going to get quote unquote canceled. They're not. They're going to get a slap on the hand. Don't do that. And they're going to move on with their billionaire lifestyles. James Charles is a kid that can be pushed and pushed and pushed. And he even said, this is the sad thing. He said he contemplated killing himself when they ganged up on him last year. How old does this kid look? Okay, when I saw him, I thought he looked about 16. He is behind in his age, definitely. Why does Shane literally get away with murder and never gets canceled? I don't know, Mordecai, but he does. Odd how Shane has been called out, and now the tables have turned to James Charles. Something is fishy. I think this kid is getting paid. They found this kid because who were his friends that dared him to message James Charles? I thought he was about 17. He does have facial hair. Cynthia, I didn't want to wake you up. Thank you. Well, yeah, he's got a mustache. He says, I don't have any facial hair. I don't have any body hair. And no, he don't. Starter stash. Yes, thumbs up, please, everybody. Let's please prove to Tomahawk Sean that Randy can get thumbs up. While you're here, just hit the thumbs up. A lot of teenage boys grow facial hair. Well, look, you can't help that. And he didn't shave it off. And he's very good, Cynthia. I'm glad you got some sleep. But he's a very good looking little boy. Thank you, Christy. Frenchie. Well, maybe he's shaving. No, yeah. He does have facial hair. He definitely doesn't look 14, but he definitely doesn't look 21. Persephone, I understand that so well. Thank you, Mama. So now the focus is off Shane and Jeffree Star. Back on James Charles. Ding, 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 ding. So, thank you, Christy. Is anybody else putting this together? I don't know. And like I said, I didn't want to get swayed. But I still think, look, even though the focus is off them, I don't know. James Charles has to take responsibility for what he's doing. I don't know. No, Remy, this kid says his parents are going to the cops. They're all dirty. And they're all dirty for money, Poetic. And I think that is the saddest part of this all. They are all willing to stab anybody for fame, money, clout. I hate that word. Not gonna lie, I had the same thought about the timing. Yeah, this has Jeffree Star smell all over it. Shane's gonna get a pass because he's Shane Dawson. Thank you, Frenchie. I appreciate that so much. People are saying Uber Goober Lady passed away. Okay, that's not true, Dallas. No, she didn't pass away. I don't know why anybody would say that. Don't troll me. If you don't have anything to talk about with James Charles, get out. James still considers himself a teen, so I can 100. Right, Kayla. I don't think that I don't think that James Charles sees himself as a 21-year-old man. He sees himself as a kid. But why would he see himself as a kid? He's got a $1 million company. Morty, she's fine. Bye. I can't say that I don't watch them Poetic because I do. Everybody was 13 years old. Right. And even back when Vine was big and they would do these big blowouts and go around, those kids knew better than to mess with underage. I mean, Cameron Dallas never had these scandals. Why? It's sad to see people victim blaming a 14-year-old. Green tea with love. I agree with that. And he don't get right. Because I got to say that when I saw that kid, he done a rant on his Instagram. Right, Frenchie, right. He just looked so upset because people were blaming him. And they want proof that he told James that he was 14. But most of the time, listen, the proof always has to come from the accuser. That's the truth. That's with anything. If you accuse somebody of something, you got to come with the receipts. So I do wish if he told him he was 14, that he would have took a screenshot of that. And it seems like he would have. Now, my thing is, why is this drama? Why is this gossip? It's sad to me how low they will go to destroy someone else. I agree, B. Why did this kid make a video? Then he put in there scandal, question mark. That gave him away a little bit. Because honestly, if my 14-year-old had been messaging with a 21-year-old that was trying to fly him around the world, there wouldn't be a YouTube video. James Charles will be in handcuffs right now in jail. bonding out. So why go straight to social media and not straight to the cops? He said his parents were going to go to the cops. Why have they not already went to the cops? Why did he wait for James to talk about him on a podcast, get mad, and then come out with a video? The first nudes, the first time he sent him nudes should have been when he blocked him and went to the cops. That should have been the first thing. Because he said he kept sending me nudes. Why? Why did he keep sending you nudes? Why did you not go to the cops? Straight right, P-Day. I agree, Morty. I think the kid come up with a lot of money for this. I think he's going to get, I guarantee you, if Jeffree Star wasn't behind him making the video, he said he was trolling him. He was trying to bait him. Stupid enough to fall for the bait. Stupid enough, yes, I'll agree with that, Kyle. But listen, I think you're giving, just my opinion, Kyle, James is getting too big of a pass because, listen, stupid enough to fall for the bait or pervy enough to fall for the bait. You don't go for, if you're gay, since when do straight men go out with gay men? No, I think the parents probably didn't know anything about it, Remy. I might be wrong. You don't consider this kid a victim? I do. I do because he's 14 years old. And I've got a son. And when he was 14, he didn't know his ass from a hole in the ground. Oh, it's just the internet. Ain't nothing wrong. You think he's a phony? I think he's a kid, Kyle. Oh, is it? You think it's a thing? James Charles says the kid is bi. The kid says he's not bi. So I don't know. Maybe trolling him, the kid told him he was bi. Good morning, Brilliant Mistakes. Love that name. Right, you live and learn. They are. He's 14, nothing more to say. Bottom line, he's 14, right. James Charles is a kid too, though. What is the kid's name on TikTok? Wait a minute, I'll show you. Why do you say how cute he is, B? I gotta find it. Oh no, did it get taken down?
Okay, so I just went and looked at that kid's YouTube video.
Oh, well, okay. What was his name?
Ethan Andrew.
Okay. Ethan, I was going to say Andrew. Okay. So you watched his video. What do you think? I couldn't find it.
It's there. It's I just put in James Charles and it came up.
That's what I was putting in.
Yeah, it says, "Dear James Charles, no more sister," re-uploaded. Everyone's saying, why are your messages delete, go block someone on Instagram and then unblock them and tell me where your messages are at? I do not know why I have to explain myself. Everyone's missing out on the big picture. I know. Yeah, he's a cute kid. But he definitely looks like a kid. Sorry.
Yeah.
There's no mistaking it. He's a kid.
Yeah, I mean, listen, mothers of sons, remember when you had this sweet little 13-year-old, then they turned 14, all of a sudden they got a mustache? And you're like, where did that come from?
Oh, wait a minute. I didn't notice a mustache.
He's got a little mustache. Then,
well, it's very little because I can barely see.
He's little. And then the next thing you know, They're talking like this. This kid's voice hasn't even changed yet. The boy went for James Charles. For sure, Ash, for sure. I was defending James Charles till I laid there last night and I thought about it and I thought, no, I'm not gonna demonize this child. I'm not. I think James Charles has been in this situation before, and it's his responsibility to, and he's got people. He could have had his people look into it. Huge change around 14. I remember it all. Yes. And you're just like, where'd you come from?
Well, I don't know. No offense
to parents, but if you aren't watching your kids every stroke on their computer, you have no clue what they're doing on there. You don't know what they're doing on there.
Well, that's what I said earlier. You know, parents need to watch, but I get that parents can't watch every second. Wait, my son turns 14 in November. Keep an eye.
But I'll say this, you know, look, the only reason I ever had Facebook, because I wasn't going to get Facebook. Steph got, good morning, Robbo. Joke, what is the best thing about Switzerland? I don't know, but their flag is a huge plus.
That's the kind of jokes that Randy tells.
Absolutely. Yeah, like you're such a great comedian. Okay.
I only know one joke. You know that? Come on. I only know one joke. I can only remember one joke.
My mom never got internet until I turned 18. Well, we didn't get internet either, but well, we did eventually because I got hooked on Farmville. But she had Facebook before we got internet because they let them on there at school. They found a way around the firewalls and had Facebook. I got Facebook so I could stalk her on Facebook. And because to me, that was the devil back then, Facebook was. Because that was the secret messages and all this stuff. But then Snapchat was worse. And here's why. These little girls would send pictures of themselves on Snapchat and it would go away.
Kyle typed in when he was 9 years old the word naked ladies. Oh my God.
Guess what popped up? My parents even safeguards. Don't tell.
We won't tell.
Green Tea Love. Let me tell you something. I used to do my work schedule around my crops on Farmville.
I never played that. I did have another game that I used to play, though, that I was spending a fortune on. It was nuts. I got addicted, and I'll never do that again.
Yeah, I was so addicted. I mean, I would wake up. I mean, I would set my alarm in the middle of the night because if you lost a crop, if it died.
Oh, I knew a lot of people that played that. That just didn't appeal to me. I don't know why.
I didn't think it would me either. And then there I was. Then they just kept adding farms, and it just got to be way too much. I can't even. It just was overwhelming, and I just had to put it down, quit playing.
Well, I got to be honest with you. I played a game called My Vineyard, and it was to the point where I was buying villas. And all kinds of things, and the whole point of the game is you're supposed to have people come in and, you know, water your wine, your vineyards, and in order for you to get that villa built. And I couldn't wait, so I'd buy the whole freaking thing because my vineyard done. It was crazy. I was obsessed.
Yeah, it's crazy. You can get now, you know, I have that cooking game that I play, and then I'll get mad and I'll throw my phone down and quit playing for a while because when you get a new restaurant, it's hard and I don't. But no, I won't touch Candy Crush anymore, Kyle, because I got up to it's too hard. But that's right. P-Day has a good point. As a parent, you can never forget how it was at their age. I'm not a friend I can be the spawn of Satan, but they talk to me and answer me without thinking they're always in trouble. Right, P-Day, you're right. Stop making noise. Right, I couldn't believe that when Timber got Instagram, because Instagram has the kids don't go on Facebook anymore. They go on Instagram and Snapchat. Oh, wow, Robo. And just random messages on Instagram from strangers to Timber all the time.
Well,
probably to Steph too, but Steph was a lot more secretive than Timber was. Load runner. Oh. Some parents are single parents and work all the time. It takes a village. Christy Andrews, I don't disagree with that. But you always have those kids that come home with your kids, that their parents are their friend. They won't tell you what's going on. And I always hated that.
That's true, Kyle. Well, that is the danger of the internet. That there are pervs pretending to be kids. That's the problem.
Oh, me too, P-Day. I'm glad that my kids are grown, but I know someday I'll have grandkids and they're going to have a lot to deal with because we're living in where nothing is secret. So I think that this is going to, look, this may not end James Charles, but it might. This is definitely going to put a dent in James Charles. Now, Rich Luck said he doesn't think that James Charles is going to come out and defend himself. Let me go look at his Twitter to see if he's tweeted anything. I doubt that he has. I looked yesterday to see if he had responded to anything. Nope. Nope.
Well, again, told me that.
And okay, so let me look up that kid. It was because I'm going to say how many subscribers he has today.
5,000 something.
Okay, so that's crazy because. All right, he's gotten a little over 1,000 subscribers.
But he has 141,386 views on this video with 5.86K subs.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But I figured he would get more subscribers. He's turned off his likes and dislikes. It's up to 142,000. I can't tell which video this is.
But here's the thing. I want to know why he is making. Where is his parents? Why is
a lot of people saying that?
Why is he even uploading this kind of a video? Why is he even doing this now? So he's on YouTube now, talking about this. Why is his parents allowing this? I don't understand.
I don't know. I wonder if his parents even know.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You know, if it was my kid, he'd be off social media in a second. You know what I mean? Like now he's on YouTube with a friend talking about it and saying, and he keeps saying, well, I'm not clout chasing.
And I'm looking him up on, okay, so yesterday he didn't have that many people on Instagram. Now he has 26.6 thousand followers on Instagram with only 3 posts. So let's look at his TikTok.
And he's got Snapchat too. And he's putting all his socials right in his description. I don't understand.
So yeah, he's 331,000. 331.6 thousand. But what I don't want to do is victim shame. So you don't know what to do. What is he doing? Where's his parents?
Yeah.
Ethan Andrew is his name. No, Kyle, people have heard of him. The children have heard of him because he's big on TikTok. In my opinion,
yeah, on YouTube, probably no one heard of him.
No.
Until now, he's got a lot of views.
But TikTok is the new Vine. And what happened with Vine, a lot of Viners came to YouTube.
Oh, now, Kyle's talking about us. I've never heard of him. Why would I?
Well, Vine, I got so hooked on Vine. And so there were like Logan Paul and Jake Paul. They were big Viners. Jessie Smiles. I think she's got a lot of subscribers. She doesn't upload anymore.
Exactly. His parents should have pulled the plug immediately.
I don't think his parents. I'm going to go on a limb and say his parents did not know. His parents probably know now because this has went somewhat viral.
Yeah, but what if his parents don't even, go on social media?
I think he made. I definitely think that. Listen, well, I agree.
How would they know? Maybe they don't even know who James Charles is.
This is the thing, is this kid, I do believe this kid made this video for clout. He made this video to get more followers because that's what kids are about. Oh, really, Mario?
He's 14, Mojo.
Then you've got, but if Rich Lux didn't report this, I think not people would have noticed the video. Sandy, there was too many Twitter posts about it. I think a lot of people would have known because Dustin Daly done a video too that got a lot of views, and because Dustin Daly reached out to James Charles. But this kid's video, this is how many views he's got now. The original video, there's no telling how many views it had, but YouTube took it down. Yeah. People would know. And the reason why is because Jeffree Star is going to make sure that people see this video. You believe that. Does he have proof? He has proof that James Charles wanted to fly him out. And that's all the proof he needs. To be honest with you, James Charles, listen, on that word alone, on that proof alone, James Charles can be convicted, and here's why. It is on James Charles to find out if this boy that he's talking to is under the age of 18. It is not on that kid. That you can't blame the 14-year-old.
That's true. Hypothetical logic. I do believe that. If because I did a live stream about family bloggers. Are they exploiting their children for money? So yeah, I believe that.
Right, brilliant mistakes. Even that's where I watched Dustin Daly's, I watched Keemstar's, and I watched Rich Lux made 3 videos, to be honest. And I watched the last one. I watched the first 2. Right. Who's the adult? James Charles is the adult. Even though he's not really an adult, at 21, he is the adult. I don't know. I mean, does TikTok pay? I'm sure it does. I guess you get sponsorships and stuff.
Yeah, but if you're underage, you're going to have some kind of, they're not just going to give out money to 14-year-olds or 13-year-olds. Parents have to be involved somehow.
Wait a minute. Hello, Kit Kat. Hit the thumbs up, everybody, please.
Kit Kat.
It's called grooming. This is the thing. James Charles is a groomer. People aren't going to like me saying that, but he is a groomer. If you could take someone who is straight, that's not attracted to men, and groomed them into thinking, maybe I am bisexual.
Yeah.
That's a groomer. Messaging a big internet star is the new prank. And that was what they did. They done it as well. He said a dare. I'd say prank. They were trolling him. Yeah, the truth does hurt. You could tell that boy is a child and not 18. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. He looks like a kid. There's no doubt.
I don't have any. If I was James Charles's mom, I would, oh golly, I'd want to spank him. I would just shake him and say, why? Why are you so dumb? Why? You have all this going for you. And what I don't like is Jeffree Star is right now doing the chicken dance around his house, around his mansion. He's so happy. I will bet you money. I agree. I think it's predatory behavior. If you try to convince somebody that they're not straight, you're a predator. Right. Hypothetical logic. Oh, Jeffrey's loving this. You know he is. Because now, like somebody said, there's several videos that's been made about it. Right. No, exactly, Christy Andrews. That's what we got to keep in mind. People aren't, listen, just because we don't like the truth doesn't make it not the truth. So then this brings up more questions. How much of Tottie's first video about James Charles was a lie? Well, brilliant mistakes. This is going to be on Toddy, and here's why. Why did she take back what she said? Why did she take her video down? She knew he was a predator. Why didn't she stand her ground on it? He was 19 years old when she made that video.
You know, it's funny in his kids' comment section, and they're all, you know, putting it on him. Like, well, why did you slip into his DMs and blah, blah, blah. But someone did say, watch this guy turn out to be hired by Jeffree.
Really?
Yes, to ruin James' career.
Hippie Peace, welcome to the Noodle Nation. It's the best freaking nation on YouTube. Well, see? Great minds.
Yeah.
But you know what? Even if he's hired by Jeffree, he's got receipts. Oh, Jeffree is by no means your mama, not even a little innocent in anything.
Wow, there's a lot of people saying it.
Thanks, really?
Kid. Yeah, thanks, kid. Here's your $100,000 and limited edition palette. Enjoy.
Limited edition. Yeah. Mordecai, I agree. Mojo, damn straight, no excuses. I don't think that there's a innocent bone in Jeffree's body, but I think somebody said there's no video of Jeffree doing the chicken dance. He's not going to video it, but you know that he's happy. You know that he is celebrating. Celebrate good times. Come on.
Come on.
James Charles' career is ruined. It's on him. Brilliant mistakes. Listen, it is on him. Whether Jeffree Star paid this kid, didn't pay this kid. None of this is. I don't know. This kid didn't ask to be. James Charles didn't have to message him back. He could have messaged him one time and said, hey, you're very handsome. How old are you? The kid could have said, I'm 18. Then James Charles could have said, well, let me just Google this name.
Right.
I agree. Hypothetical logic. I do. I really loved Jeffree Star at one time. I do love his makeup. But I feel different about him than I did now. And I'm not even sure how I feel about Shane anymore.
Right? There's more to the story. We don't really know. There's more to it. You're right, Morty. It'll come out.
It will come out. I can't wait for it to come out. Randy, what happened? Quick recap. Allie's nurse, what happened was James Charles was messaging with a 14-year-old kid. And then the 14-year-old made a video.
Do you want me to drop the link to the video in the chat?
Sure, yeah, sure.
Okay. So the kid's name is Ethan Andrews, and he made a video, and it was taken down because he apparently uploaded nudes of James Charles, and he had to do a re-upload. So I'll drop the link.
The only DMs that have been put out, Kyle, are the ones that have been put out by, so far, James Charles. So what now this is what Rich Lux said. He said he thinks more is going to come out, but what he's afraid of, if you're here, please hit the thumbs up. He's afraid that there's going to be fake DMs that come out from on the kid side, and that may happen.
Oh yeah, we know that DMs can be manufactured. We know a lot of things can be. Text can, Twitter, Twitter messages.
You're welcome, Alistair. You're wrong about exactly. You're wrong about Jeffree Star not caring. Jeffree Star may live in a $15 million mansion, but Jeffree Star absolutely cares about his reputation. Jeffree Star absolutely cares about his future. Jeffree Star wants to be number one, and he will do whatever it takes to be number one. And he's proved that. Rich Lux was able to break the news because Jeffree Star leaked it to him. Do you think they're close, Tyler? Because there was some bad stuff that Jeffree Star said about Rich Lux. Then, yeah, I will have to do some research on Shane. Because I've done one about Jeffree and Shane. And I haven't really heard anything about Shane since then. He's kept quiet. If this kid starts wearing makeup and driving a Maserati, we know.
Yeah, right.
Is this the Ethan of the voice memo? Wondering myself, Sandy. Is this the kid? Okay, that's such a good question.
What voice message?
Let me catch you up.
Okay.
So Blair White puts out a video saying that Jeffree Star played her voice memos that he had on James Charles.
Mm-hmm.
And what he was holding back on James Charles. So he has voice memos. And Blair White's heard them. Other people have heard them. Keemstar has heard them. But nobody will tell what's in them. And I don't know, was that their name? I never heard a name. Because I did think that last night. I wonder. I like Blair White too, Captain Obvious. I like Blair White a lot. She calls out people that other people just don't want to call out. Blair White just, because Jeffree Star would only get in touch with her when he felt like damage control. He needed to do damage control. Yeah, that's all I've heard. I've never heard a name. They assumed it was Ethan of the Dolan twins because they're not friends now. Oh. So there was a name Ethan put out. The Deaf Noodles kid came out and exposed the voice memo. Then it got deleted because people went nuts on him for exposing it. Oh. I missed that. Darn. The voice memo listen. The voice memo is about to come out. Betcha.
Well, you mama. Jeffree Star, people are not, they might say things like, "Oh, we're gonna, boycott Jeffree Star," but they're not going to. People,
No.
in reality, people aren't going to do that. His empire is going to continue to grow.
He's coming out with. Listen, he's coming out with a skincare line. Will I buy it? I won't. Will I still buy his makeup? I would love to sit here and say never, but that would be a lie.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not going to buy his skincare. And the reason is because I don't know. I just don't feel like it'll be a great skincare line. Captain Obvious, welcome to the Noodle Nation. It's the best freaking nation on YouTube. I appreciate y'all so much when you join. Thank you so much. You can't cancel them. They say that. They cancel Keemstar every week.
Yeah, they can't cancel these people.
They cancel Ethan Klein every week. Yeah, that's where I want my skincare from. Not to say Jeffree Star doesn't have beautiful skin, because he does.
Oh, I got that all fixed, Sin. The Mandy thing.
Yep, she got it fixed. Jeffree has reached a status where the scandal will only give him more money. I agree. Fenty is amazing. Ooh, it's so expensive. I refuse to give him a dime. I've watched him way too long to believe. I don't think he'll ever change either, Kayla. But you know what? I don't think he has to. I think that people accept that Jeffree is a snake that's crawling his way to the top.
Morty, you still have to come up and tell your stories on Ladies' Night, please, about the waxing.
Mm.
You know what? Stay out of the sun. Stay out of the sun. That's the trick.
Yeah, I think so too. And exfoliate. Rainy.
Yes.
It's not like he's going to use his own skincare.
Well,
Right.
you gotta do it. You gotta do it.
Right. Right. I just think that, I don't know. I just think that James Charles is going to take a hard hit for this one. Look. Hey, Pug's Life Rules. Oh, what did James Charles do now? He was talking to a 14-year-old. Jeffree is a narcissist, but that's something we all knew going in. But
I'll drop the link again.
That's why. Listen, I look pretty decent with a tan, but I will not go to a tanning bed because I don't want to just give myself wrinkles. He takes people down for sport. And I think he wanted to take James Charles down so bad. I don't know why he's so, I just feel like he's so threatened by a child when he should be mentoring him. That's my opinion. Toddy Westbrook, I wouldn't buy anything from. I can't stand her.
I don't like her at all. When the first thing happened with Tati and James Charles, I went to her channel. I wanted to see what was going on. I just don't like her.
No, like her. Because, and I think it's the mother in me. A woman should want to take James Charles in and mother him. I don't expect that from Jeffree Star, but I do expect that from Tati. And instead, she teamed up with Jeffree and Shane to take James down. Shame on you. Shame on you, Tati. And then her fake ass video that she just put out.
Yeah. That one
exactly poetic. They do. They act like there's not enough money to go around. And there is. Everybody has different tastes. Like James Charles's palette was not my taste at all. I don't want a palette with big, little. Why do
they all have palettes? Can someone explain that to me?
Because I don't know why.
I think I'm going to make a palette. Would you buy my palette?
I would. Listen, Keemstar came out with a palette.
I know. I couldn't believe it.
And people bought it. And I would have, listen, he drew a t-shirt that was just ridiculous. Ridiculous. And people bought it.
I'm going to make a palette.
See, your mama, I thought that was the worst one. That's not the real Jamie.
No.
Let me get rid of that. James Charles is stupid. Listen, I definitely think he's... listen, if nothing else, stupid is the best word for him right now. Stupid.
Yeah, I'm going to come out with the Ladies' Night palette.
I do not like Jeffree Star merch. Could afford it. I like the blood sugar, but I didn't like the blue blood. but I mean, oh, a Poshy palette. That's what you can name it.
Poshy palette.
Can't they just be wealthy and famous in their own right? I agree, Morty. Why? You will never get anywhere by tearing others down.
Yes, Amber, I'm going to drop the link for you. I'm going to drop the link, Amber, of the 14-year-old that we're talking about. There's a link.
14 years old, and he literally kept messaging him. And why did the kid have to block him 3 times? He said, and this is James's own screenshot. This didn't come from, I like ColourPop too. James's own screenshot said, I quit messing with you when you blocked me for the 3rd time. Why do you have to block him 3 times? You blocked me once. I'm probably not going to talk to you again.
Yeah.
That says a lot. Did James Charles send him nudes? I'm thinking he didn't. I don't know why I think that he didn't, but there's no mother fibers, and to be honest, I would not be. Call me Frenchie. My sister didn't get the motherly instinct. So, but Tati comes off as the motherly type. I don't know.
Well, she does. She does. She speaks that way. She talks that way. She handles. I watched a video of hers, and I think there was a kid involved. I don't know. She comes off that way. Absolutely. Make us a nice palette. Would get it in a heartbeat because I know how good your taste is. Well, I think that would be quite an undertaking.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I just bought Too Faced Pretty Rich. It's one of my favorite palettes by far. Really beautiful. Oh. 3 times. Why? Right, Mojojo. I was wondering that. Why would he block him 3 times? But why would he unblock him 3 times? I bet you Jeffrey pulls his pants and his wiener is shape of a spear. Oh my God. Oh, that was pretty graphic, and I pictured it. Oh, any person, let alone famous person, send news to someone they never even met. Well, listen, it happens all the time, but I just don't think that James Charles would be that stupid. But then again, he did conversate with him and offer to fly him out. Never mind. But he tweeted a picture of himself, and I remember it so well because his butt was perfect. Perfect. So everybody was like, that's photoshopped. And it may have been. Dustin Daly put out, I didn't see that. Dustin Daly, when I watched his, unless he put out a new video, James Charles said, you told me you were 18, but there's no proof that the kid told him he was 18. And Amber K, the kid says, I told you I was 14. How do you become a member? Cynthia will drop that link in just a second, Ducky. Captain Obvious, I have to agree.
Yeah.
We're victim shaming a lot.
Yeah, I agree. Well, go in his comment section. You'll see all the victim shaming.
We're gonna go back. We're gonna read some of the comments. I hate how YouTube has done their comments.
What do you mean?
Well, they're at the top now instead of at the bottom, and I don't know why that irritates me.
What do you mean they're at the top? What are you talking about?
The comments on your phone.
Oh, on the phone.
On your phone. Okay. So someone says, so you were saying that you wanted to troll James and then you're acting like a victim? This doesn't make sense to me. You're fake AF. This is a 14-year-old. Okay, so here's James is such an inspiration as an openly gay makeup artist and entertainer. Why do all the straight boys try to bring him down? Are you kidding me? And that comment, listen, let's be clear. This kid has to read these comments. The one about the troll and now you're playing victim has 709 likes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this girl here says, I'm sorry, is it just me or does this guy not look 14 at all? Kids are really starting to look more grown these days.
He looks 14. Stop. Yeah.
He looks like he wears a football uniform on the weekends. Leave it alone. Juliana, listen, you've already came in and I blocked you once under another account. Please learn to spell funny. If you're gonna troll, damn. And to troll, you have to either join or hit my PayPal, and you're failing at both. Okay, so this guy says, this isn't even almost believable. This kid is clout chasing, not a. Why would anyone threaten to out a 14-year-old? They sent them nudes knowing full well they would get them arrested, especially when they are famous. Y'all are stupid. 579 likes. Now this woman, I'm going to go. She looks like a mother. She says, I'm really trying to see your side. And if this really is true, I feel bad with how much hate and criticism you have gone through. But here's what you want. I'm not reading. That's a novel. Never mind. I'm not reading your novel, lady. What makes you assume that the podcast is about you? James is allowed to talk about whomever he wants. Well, the podcast, he said, the podcast literally quoted things that he had said to James Charles, like, I can't come out. I have family problems. He was making excuses to not fly out to meet James Charles. Why was he having to make excuses to not fly out and meet him? No, some of them aren't children. Some of them, most of them are, but I would think. You really want to get clout off James, da-da-da-da-da. This is staged. It's not staged, and the reason we know that it's not staged Essence of Beauty. Looking that up right now. It's not staged because there's receipts.
Hi, Sour Patch.
Hi, Sour Patch. How are you?
Well, I would hope that his parents step up. That's the problem. This kid shouldn't even have a video on YouTube about this, in my opinion.
I love to save some money, honey. I want to see his parents. And I want this kid to catch a break. Some kind of a break. He is getting eaten alive in comments. The crowd at the conspiracy launch was all kids, some of them crying. Look, that's true.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I made Diane wait in line for, 10 minutes to get me that pallet. Everybody else was messing up.
No. I lucked out. I lucked out on that. I'm going to be honest.
It's a good pallet. No, I'm telling you, it's good. It's horrible how people look, but you get a big fan base like James Charles had. All right, let's say we don't have. I don't think I have fans at all, but I do have support. Somebody makes a mean video about me, people usually do defend me. So why would we not expect the same for James Charles? So people are going to defend him, but they're not keeping in mind this is a 14-year-old little boy. He's 14 no matter what. Shame on James Charles. I'm going to keep saying it. Shame on you, James Charles. You should have vetted the kid, especially if he had a TikTok. Right. You mess with one of my kids, I'm going straight to the cops. I'm going to tell y'all right now, this happened to one of my kids. And straight to the cops. I took her phone, handed it over. Anything that she deleted got pulled back up. Honestly, I'm going to say the guy's name, but I'm not gonna because it was handled. But this was a guy that my oldest was 14 at the time, and I went to school with this man.
Oh, God.
Son of a bitch. But I also went after him, physically went after him myself. That's how mad I was. So where maybe his parents don't know, or they're just waiting. To think a celebrity cannot be a predator didn't. Right. A celebrity can absolutely be a predator. And look, is James Charles a celebrity? I guess.
YouTube.
Yeah.
I mean, there are some big YouTubers that are now considered, celebrities.
And I believe honestly that you can hand a phone over. Right. Cosby. And look, y'all, I held out for Cosby to the bitter end. I did not want him to be guilty. Felsie, welcome to the Noodle Nation. It's good to see you. It's the best freaking nation on YouTube. You want to would get him with his little right. P-Day, I can't even tell you the rage that goes through you. I can't. I'm gonna tell you the guy. Well, I can't. But the things happened to him in his life, and all I could think was good. Honestly, I know, Sour Patch. Thank you, Mojo.
Of course, it was a disappointment. That was a very big disappointment.
Yeah, I just never wanted to think. One, he would cheat on his wife.
Right.
Two, he would be a pervert.
Yep.
He's still in prison, right?
I don't know. I stopped following the whole thing. I have no clue.
I mean, and then I'm sure there's probably people out there that think he's innocent. Just like, there's people out there that think Jodi Arias is innocent. There's people out there that think OJ is innocent. People think that I think OJ is innocent. No. You're welcome, Felsie. Don't be infatuated by celebrities. Is how you get in the right. You got to be down to earth. Speak out, James Charles. But what's he going to do? Another apology video, right? Captain Obvious, I came so close. So close. Had the thing I threw landed, I would have been in jail. Yeah, like a whole jury of people thought OJ was innocent. Come on, no, you didn't. Cosby will die in prison. Will he?
Yeah, R. Kelly's no. Yeah, R. Kelly's another one. Damn.
Right. And look, but here's the sad thing. If we're going to go back to R. Kelly, what R. Kelly did, no different than James Charles.
Right. That destroyed me. when I kind of met R. Kelly.
It didn't destroy me. I don't know why, but I only liked his one song. I really didn't get into R. Kelly, but it took years and years and years. Weinstein, Epstein, right? They R. Kelly did no different. Are you nuts? Ash, I think we have established a long time ago that yes, I'm nuts. But what I'm talking about is R. Kelly. Well, you're right. You're right. He did do different. You're right. I take that back. I forgot about some of the stuff. But he did groom.
Oh, Kevin Spacey too. Yeah, that threw me. Wow.
Yeah.
I love Kevin Spacey.
Me too. I did too. Please hit the thumbs up. Cosby almost completely blind. If you ask me, that's karma. Okay, P-Day, thank you for coming in. R. Kelly was worth. You're right. I look, there was things about R. Kelly I forgot, but a predator is a predator is a predator. James Charles, can he grow out of this? Absolutely. He's a kid. He's a 21-year-old kid, but he's still just ruined himself. He can come back from it, I'm sure, because he's still going to have fans. This kid, this 14-year-old kid, is going to pay for this for a long, long time. I'm sorry, Ash. I did kind of go a little far with that statement. I apologize. Kevin Spacey admitted to it, Kyle. He admitted that he came onto a child. I don't disagree. Hypothetical logic. I think that same pugs. Yeah, he admitted it. Here's the thing, as a parent, no matter how diligent, you have to be careful. The person that was sexually assaulting my punky has been prosecuted. We must be engaged as parents. Sarah, I agree.
I agree.
Things can happen, though, right under your nose and you not have a clue. I'll tell you that much. Sometimes a predator sneaks in and you have no idea.
Well, we know there's predators all over the internet. We know that. So that's why you have to be careful when you have kids on here. You have to be watching them. You have to have, whatever precautions you have to take on the internet, you have to do.
You have, yeah.
I mean, it's a given. It's a fact.
Well, let me ask y'all this. James Charles is 21. Would he be labeled a predator?
Yeah.
That's a 7-year difference.
Yeah, of course.
But what if he really thought the kid was 18? Would he be labeled a predator?
Well.
Right. I see silence from the chat. 18, no. If the kid lied to him, he wouldn't know. But Ash, we got to remember, the kid has 300-something thousand followers on TikTok. Hope you're both well. Vivian, I'm getting there. I'm still weak, but I'm getting there. No 21-year-old should be talking to a kid. Big love back. Holding me groin.
Good morning.
When I was younger. Older guys in college would date high school girls underage, and we didn't think anything of it. Amber K, you're right.
Oh yeah, when I was 14, my
If you
friend
have,
was
um,
dating a senior in high school, and I thought that, at 14, I thought, I thought he was too old for her because he was making her do things that I knew she didn't really want to do. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
So he was definitely taking advantage of a 14-year-old.
But okay, so let's twist it. Let's say the guy was 14. Okay, let's say it was a 14-year-old girl and a 21-year-old guy. Would we look at it different?
What? Say it again?
14-year-old girl, 21-year-old guy.
Yeah, that's not good.
Do people let their kids date? I didn't let my kids date at 14.
I know it was a cool thing, but she wasn't supposed to be dating anyone. If her parents found out what she was doing, they were going to send her to a convent. Legit. I mean, real. To a convent.
If you're on an iPhone, you have to open it in Safari for some reason. Well, Holden McGroin. James Charles was messaging with a 14-year-old boy. The 14-year-old put out a video, called him out, said James Charles sent him nudes. But he has proof of the nudes. But the kid says, I know they look like some that he's put out on the internet, but they're different. Same, Amber K. Same. When I was 15, I dated basically he was in college. Tried to lower the consent age to 12. Nut butter, are you kidding me? Hit the thumbs up, please. My first boyfriend was 16 when I was 13. Well, I mean, I had a boyfriend when I was 12, but I mean, you know how you just hold hands. That's that's it. Yeah, I still played with Barbies, but I would hold his hand if we were at a football game. That was it. The gaming community is full of pervs. Trust me on that. I believe that. I just think that James Charles uses his celebrity too much. Maturity is knowing what morally and ethic. Darlene, you nailed it. James Charles, Vivian. James Charles.
You little slut, Ash. Just kidding.
See, we're getting so many mixed. Okay, so put a 1 if you think that James Charles is wrong.
Well, like I said, I don't know the whole story. I didn't know anything about it until you told me.
But you do know the whole story.
Well, I do know the whole story. Listen, I feel like he shouldn't be messing. Here's my opinion. I feel like he shouldn't be messing in his position on YouTube as a big YouTuber. He shouldn't be messing with anybody on the internet, like, without knowing who he's messing with. He's smart enough to know that he should be trying to find out who he's actually talking to. That's it, period. So, yeah, I feel like he's responsible.
We got several ones. I just don't see how we can blame. And I get the kid was trolling James Charles and he took the bait. I just can't put any responsibility on the 14-year-old little boy. I just can't. I don't know. I don't think I can. Should the kid know better? Yeah. Did his friends dare him? Probably.
Well, he's 14. Listen, yeah. we have adults on the internet here trolling. Come on.
Exactly. We've had an adult come in here. We know it's an adult that have trolled us today. That's an adult. They're probably a 50-something-year-old idiot sitting around saying, let me go in here and say something mean.
Exactly. So, do I expect a 14-year-old to do that? Yes.
Yeah. Do I expect grown-ups to do it? I don't expect it, but it happens all the time.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. I can't blame the child. And I am appalled by the comments. Clout chaser, clout chaser, clout chaser. That's what this society is right now. That's what all they talk about is trying to get clout, trying to do this, trying to do that. This kid has to go to school, and I'm telling y'all, kids are brutal. And if he's not gay, what are the kids at school going to call him?
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, I agree, P-Day. I'm as young as I like to throw a tomato here, but I'm not going to troll somebody with evil comments. I'm going to troll them with, I say dumb stuff like, why don't you love Jesus? Or, something like that. But I'm not going to go and try to catfish a celebrity. You should normalize pedophilia. Nut butter, I mean. That I don't know how I feel about that name. I agree. Hey, Silver Star. He just can't go to Starbucks and ask someone out. He has to examine them online and how every inch of him before they even meet. Right, Silver Star. Why? Hey, he's done this before. But okay, so if y'all go and y'all watch Rich Lux's last video, he puts in a clip where somebody says, James. Oh, well, actually, it's Shane Dawson saying, don't go for straight men. And he says, well, there's no, basically, fun in that. There's no challenge in that. But he's also a child, so. Probably. I don't know. I'd say after this, he's not. It's not hard at all, especially if they have a high level on TikTok. Gay, straight, blue, it doesn't matter. It's wrong. I agree. But what I'm saying is when he goes to school, the kids are going to make fun of him. They are. Kids are cruel. Ash, I'm just going to take your word for the Ferris wheel thing because I don't know what it is. All right, P-Day. Well, we're not going to be on much longer. I got to go. I got to get ready. Figure out what I'm going to do with my day. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to work. I don't know. I'm just not feeling well. Better than I have been, though. So I guess that's a blessing. Hey, wise ass widow. TikTok famous. He don't care. TikTok is very scary. Don't put your kids on it. I'm not putting my kids are big. I can't control them no more, but they don't want any of that. The best, before we get off here, let me tell y'all right now, the best TikToks I've seen are these people that are calling and saying to their parents or their husband, Douglas sitting on your head. Oh yeah, Pugs, I got to do that. I got one of them sitting on my shoulder, saying, Dad or Mom, I think I already said this. I've been pulled over by the police, and well, he hasn't made one since the video though, Kyle. I've been pulled over by the police. I told them I was speeding because you fell, and then can you get on the ground? And so many parents are getting on the ground and acting like they fell for their kids so they get out of the speeding ticket. It's funny. Really poetic? I'm not suspicious of adults on TikTok. The pulled over challenge. Yes, it is great.
I didn't see it.
It's so funny. There's the one mama that spilled out. She even poured Cheez-Its out on her floor. And she's like, oh, my hip, my hip. It was so funny. I'll try to find it and send it to you.
Yeah, send it to me.
All right, y'all. I think we'll wrap this up. Thank you all for participating. I appreciate you more than you'll ever know. And I'm sure we'll talk about this again. Because
we'll see what happens.
We got to see what happens. We're going to stay on top of this one. I love y'all, and I will see y'all later.
Bye, everyone.